Welcome to EAA Chapter 1342's Hog Roast Fly-In. I'm Alex Hodgins, the president of the chapter.
Alex, is this something that goes on every year, and how long, if so?
We've been doing it in this location specifically for 4 years, and we've been doing it in general for about 10 years.
Oh, wow. Well, it's a perfect location for a grass strip and camping and whatever else.
Yeah, we used to do it. We had another member who they actually had a grass strip at their house, but after he moved, we had to find a new location, and one of our other members lives in town here up in Manvel, so he knew of this grass strip. It had just gotten a new owner, and it was he was very open to having events here.
That's why that building looks like a hangar. The guy before obviously
Yep.
must have been flying.
The guy before owned a crop duster.
Oh.
And I think he passed away, and someone else bought the house. The person who owns it now isn't a pilot, but he has a pretty big interest in aviation, so he likes having us out here.
Super. And this weekend, now how many planes do you normally get? 5 or 10 or 15 or more?
5 to 10. We can't hold too many because it is kind of a small strip, but I think the most we've ever had, we had 17, I think, 2 years ago.
Okay. What's the problem with taxiing through these wheat stubble? Is it too soft to dirt to get stuck easy?
Yeah, after you get away from kind of the runway proper, everything over here is pretty soft because it's all tilled field.
Yeah, that's the key word, tilled field. Well, the weather's going to hold up for us. This high wind, is that supposed to come out this afternoon or what?
Yeah, we're hoping it stays away until we're done, which the forecast kind of says that might be true, that it might hold off until we're done with our event.
And that would be what, around 2 o'clock or so?
Probably 2 or 3.
Yeah, okay. Alex, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
Hello, I'm Dave Guam. I'm here in Manvel, North Dakota to be at the EAA Chapter 1342 annual get-together and fly-in. Manvel is located about 10 miles north of Grand Forks, North Dakota. Tonight's agenda is a small cookout in the hangar, and then we're going to have a campfire down around the corner back in the woods to keep away from the wind. So far the weather looks like it's going to hold up, and we're expecting a lot of planes in tomorrow for the big hog roast. I don't know who's going to be doing it, but someone's going to be cooking a hog all night long to have it ready for tomorrow. Welcome to Manvel, North Dakota. Well, first of all, as long as we're sitting here, I hope the wind's not too strong for the microphone. Who am I talking to?
This is Jim Moreland.
And this is your place, Jim?
This is my place, yep. I have it for about 17 years or so.
And then obviously you have one of the 3 airplanes is yours?
No, I don't have an airplane. I just have the runway. Yeah, I have the place.
Well, that's a starter anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having an airplane someday, but
Well, keep working on it.
maybe start with an ultralight or something.
Ultralights. Sport light, yeah. Ultralights, no, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I have 3 friends that are no longer here.
Because of ultralights, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So where are you going with this machine that won't fly?
This one's going to go and push up some of that grass, I think.
Oh, sure. Okay. I got to put a different microphone on you. The wind is too strong.
Oh, okay.
You're looking at a beautiful 2,500 foot grass strip here in Manvel, North Dakota. The owner hasn't got an airplane, but he likes airplanes, so he didn't plow this under. And he could have planted a lot of crops here, but he left it open, so if you want to get some grass flying experience, you'd come here to Manvel. This is the parking area for the airplanes, and behind that is the camping site. The grass is a little high at this point, but the owner on the John Deere tractor came back here and cut it down lower. As we come around the corner, this is a beautiful camping spot because there's trees all around it, and protect you from the wind no matter what direction the wind is from.
What side is your zipper?
Okay, it's on, like, over on this side
My zipper, this zipper is not lined up, but it's okay.
Okay. You'll get some gold over here.
How do you?
What do you guys do? Ah! Doesn't look like. Looks like. All right.
Because if we only use that door, maybe we could just do this one and leave that one not.
It fucked up.
What do you mean?
It fucked up. My replacement pole's not long enough.
Let's just help. Yeah.
Wait, so what's the string for then?
Well, they're out in they're camping in tents, and I'm in the RV. I was going to go over by them, but I thought it wouldn't be fair. They're camping in tents, and to have this RV right next to them just doesn't seem fair. Now, I'm not sure what we're going to have for dinner tonight, but just in case, I got a frozen macaroni and cheese dinner with some goodies that go with it, because I'm not sure what's going to happen with the stove out there or the charcoal pit. So that's some emergency supply. And there's other stuff in here and here. Don't know if any airplanes will be in tonight, but we'll be ready. Most of the activity is supposed to be tomorrow on Saturday, and they're forecasting some high winds tomorrow. So nobody has any idea how many planes will come, if any. We'll just have to wait and see and enjoy our cookout, whatever that is, and our campfire here at Manvel, North Dakota, at EAA Chapter 14. Can't remember. Wait a minute, I got it written down here. EAA Chapter 1342 Annual Fly-In. My memory's going. Now this grill they're unloading is just for Friday nights to cook on the brats, the hot dogs, and whatever. Nothing to do with the pig. So Friday night snack gets made on this machine. Well, it looks like everybody had bags of food stored in their airplane, and they went and got the supplies to bring it over to the grill and make it warm, and that's going to be the supper for tonight.
What was it? Cheddar brats. I'm very excited.
Oh, he said, oh, yo, yahoo! Okay, what's this lone, what the heck, one shrunken
This is my second one.
What is it?
It's a hot dog from L&M Meats, our local.
Okay, that's why this so long and skinny. Well,
I got a whole pack in here.
aren't you going to cook them first?
Oh yeah.
Is it the grill hot enough?
Yeah, it's warming up right now.
I'll wait for
Oh, black bear. Oh.
Can't get any really good brats up here.
What frequency are you monitoring? 22.8?
22.9.
22.9, okay.
Can't get any good ones up here.
Oh, that's a good balanced meal. Chips.
You know it.
Yeah.
Chips and brats.
Chips and broth, okay.
All right, is he flying a 737 pattern or what's going on there?
And what's he doing?
It's UND. We fly wide.
What was there some kind of sale on hot dogs? Everyone's
I don't
got
know.
hot
These
dogs.
are just regular old hot dogs.
What happened to the hamburger? This is easier?
I guess so, yeah. Not good at grilling, but
This is easier.
Okay.
Better.
yeah.
Friday evening arrivals. Note the cut of tan grass on the left screen where people are standing. That's the parking area. So you got to pay attention when you pull in there. If there's other airplanes there already, it's a tight fit. You got to watch the wingtips.
Right now I'm being 103, but like.
Yeah,
You're at a 103.
everyone's Sam.
Where's Sam? Moving his car. This is our dog. Sam, I put your plate down over there. The grass. Dude,
No way.
You can see what I mean by a tight fit. When you taxi in here, you've got to watch your wingtips, and when you turn around, you don't want to blast another airplane behind you.
So I got two buddies coming in an Archer at some point.
Yeah, I mean, we're camping out. I brought food to just grill here. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna camp right by the plane.
– 90% of the people you see here are UND students, and most of them are taking the aviation course. They're pretty aware that there's a pilot shortage, and they say that their timing is pretty good. And I agreed with them.
my car.
If it gets a little annoying.
If I start turning it on, you know, cranking it. You got her boat start. Be like, hey, Hodge, you should go to bed. Hey, Hodge, you're gonna go to bed. Hop off. They're like, I gotta. No.
Did you close the door?
I haven't locked it though, but
It can't be that hard.
the phone rang.
Oh,
Can't be that hard. I don't think anyone.
Come here. He has a forerunner. Yeah.
I like this color.
That is a mansion that
I did not myself.
I don't know.
Christine,
Yeah, there was in high school.
Hey!
Yeah, you married it.
I'll just hop in right now.
inheritance is one thing, you know.
You're a tent digger.
I wonder why he's not going to.
Dating her for her big ass tent. You seen her tent?
We got this.
Told you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's that? How can you hear me all that far away? Damn Norwegians, I think they can hear everything. I'm going to hire you to be my laugh man.
I can laugh, alright?
And I'll pay you for that.
Please, I'll
If
take
I get a bad joke, you laugh, you get $50 a shot.
Perfect.
Oh, look at Giggles over here.
I can make a
These are the two girls that put their tent up by themselves.
We did.
Yeah, it was up inside out. What the heck are you doing thinking of?
No, it looks good.
Yeah, it's
She
very
looked to
good.
make sure, didn't she?
But yeah, they're like, wait, is
Yeah, I had to turn around, but it's
Oh,
good.
okay.
the rain flies on? You don't know what they did.
You're getting there. You got a rain fly to go on top?
Hey! We're getting it. Hey!
Too bad it's inside out.
What? No, it's not.
You both look though.
Yeah, I did. I was scared. I didn't want to do that again.
Why? I'm like, so?
Sleep in your plane, it's fine.
Yeah, honestly.
Or just wait 1 hour.
We got room in the tent, Fred.
Could you imagine?
No, we don't.
You could sleep with Hodgins.
I bet Hodges
I taught my dog how to get
Oh
beers
God, I bet he does.
Probably does.
That's sleep apnea shit.
I was contemplating bringing earbuds.
Alright.
Don't make me an idiot. Sit.
That's already been done.
I know.
Don't
Down.
blame the dog.
Down. Dude,
You might not lay down because of the grass.
Sit. Everybody, there's a couple other herds.
Prince Science, baby.
And they're telling me your timing is absolutely perfect. Airline work. I talked to all the guys. They're still so short of pilots in Asia, they don't know where to turn. There are flights coming into
All the
Bemidji.
Air Chinas are
They
here.
want to have more flights come in. They got the airplanes, they don't have the pilots. So you guys are in the right place at the right time. You're lucky. So stick with it.
Maybe I'll get a
opportunity.
Hey, if Trevor can get a pilot's job, we all can. Drink to that.
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if things don't go too well, you can fly cargo.
There you go. There's always something to fly. Cargo doesn't whine about the ride.
That was a problem. That's the same thing I did. That's the same thing Kayla did.
And then you say it was worth it.
I don't see the airport. I'm gonna go around.
I'm going around something. I don't know what I'm going around. I followed north-south rules because I thought that's when we'd end up. And I saw
Later that day, one of the students told me that they were up until 4 o'clock in the morning just watching the campfire and talking. But then again, isn't that what a campout is about? This is the only body of water for a seaplane to land, but it's too short and it's only about 2 feet deep. You'll notice that the chairs are closer to the fire. As the fire went down last night, everybody started pushing the chairs back in. But somebody got the fire going this morning and it feels good. Hey, Mom. See that brown wheat stubble just past the dog there next to the grass runway? That's soft dirt. You don't want to taxi into that. And if it happened to have been raining the day before, the grass strip is okay, but you probably will get stuck if you go into that brown wheat field. Who am I talking to?
Craig Anderson,
Where's Craig from?
Alexandria.
Minnesota?
Yep.
It's a bit of a flight to get up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half. Maybe
Okay.
just over an hour and a half.
Have you been here before?
Yeah. My friends and I were in this EAA chapter when we were in college. So we put on this event a few years prior.
Oh, okay.
So most of them have moved on and they're far away from here, but I'm like one of the closest ones. So I had a free weekend, so I figured I'd come up.
What are you flying?
This is a Blanca Scout, an 8 GCBC, 1974. It's owned by my friend Whitaker Warrington. Shout out to Whitaker. He is from North Carolina, lives in Utah, and is currently in Afghanistan as a drone operator on a military contract. So he just keeps it tied down out in Utah. So I asked if I would hangar it for him up in Alexandria, because I'm the airport manager there. So I said, yeah, we can do that. So I brought it up to Alec this spring, put it in the hangar, got the annual done this summer, and make sure you fly it here and there. So
Well, that's a lot better than having to sit outside and sit still.
right,
That
with
was
the
a-
fabric on for a year. Ugh.
Yeah, that's sun, that UV beats on that fabric. Okay, tell me about the tires
Tires.
you're just sitting on.
They're 31-inch Alaskan bush wheels. I'm pretty sure he bought the airplane with the tires on them. You know, honestly, for this area in Minnesota, it's kind of overkill.
Yeah.
You know, he flies a lot out in Utah and the backcountry strip, so it's perfect. But you know, like Matt has 26-inch tires. That's about all you need in this area, I'd say. But I'm looking forward to winter flying and getting on some frozen lakes.
With those wheels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no
Yep.
skis, yeah.
No need for skis with these guys.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. Sure look like one.
Well, we'll get the driver over here in about a minute to figure out what it is besides an airplane. Who am I talking to?
Matt Redka.
And where do I know you from, Matt?
I'm from West Fargo, North Dakota.
But weren't you at the EAA chapter flying in Bemidji?
Moberg. 2
Moberg
years ago.
flying?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you flying?
1946 Taylorcraft.
Horsepower?
100.
Now you got oversized wheels. The other airplane, really big wheels, and this looks like it's more appropriate for around here.
It's probably all overkill for what we do.
Well, I was going to say, with most of it's so flat in North Dakota, you can see company coming 2 days away.
Pretty much.
You got some friends over here. That's the company. He's
Heck-
coming. He's 2 days away.
Hecklers.
Okay. Anything special about it? You keep it inside out of the UV.
Sure do. Yeah, it's hangared.
Okay.
Restored about 5-6 years ago.
Who restored the aircraft?
My dad and I.
What a project. Now restoring mean more than just recovering the fabric?
Yeah, it was all stripped down, fuselage sandblasted and primed, and pretty much every
Oh my
nut and
gosh.
bolt was off of it.
That's a major restoration then.
Yeah.
First time here at
Yeah, it
Manvel?
is. Yeah, it is. Flown over it a couple times. Finally dropped in.
Did you camp out last night?
Sure did.
Did you get cold?
Oh no. Did you?
No, I have a camper. Thanks a lot.
Oh, well,
Okay, well that's the way it goes. It's wrapped in the whole pig is wrapped in tin foil to keep the flavor in or help it cook better.
it helps kind of keep the heat in,
Okay,
just because you don't
Thank
want to
you.
run it
close it
too
down.
hot. You don't want to.
How do you know? How do you know when it's done?
Well, the safe pork temperature is 145, so once it hits that, we try and keep it there.
You got a probe to put into
Yeah,
it?
we got a little temperature probe right here. So we just kind of try and stick that in
Okay,
kind of the thickest part, and
far in as you get.
yeah, as far in as it can go,
145.
and kind of
Okay.
see how high it gets.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
While the pork is being pulled, a few aircraft went out to do a few touch and goes, so we had something to look at for a while before the main meal was served around noon time.
I don't care. It's going over good. Yeah, he's like this tall. So I'm just like, I'm looking at the counter. And I just walk forward like this and just.
He's like, I'm not rich. I'm feeling good.
You know you put force into that, you're like, oh.
Wait, oops.
You can probably hear the generator running. Turn the microphone off here. Oh, that mic's on. You can probably hear the generator running in the background. We have a small sound system, and we have an aviation radio with a mic in front of it, and so everybody can hear the airplanes that are talking on frequency of 122.9 that are on the way in. The pig is still being roasted. The flame went out a couple times last night, but we're back in business, and we should be able to open up the pig and have it for a noontime meal. It's quiet right now. I have on the table a whole selection of water flying magazines and even a bush pilot's book to give away if anybody that wants it. They come up to the table. I just put it out now, and then I'll make an announcement that these things are available to help promote seaplane flying and the Seaplane Pilots Association. Those in tents last night, they were up to 4 o'clock watching the campfire and finally went to bed. And it's 6 o'clock this morning, a plane came by, did a low pass and woke everybody up. I don't know how comfortable they were. Some people didn't have air mattresses, and if you put a sleeping bag on the ground like that, it takes the heat off your back and you can end up getting a cold. Everybody seems pretty hardy this morning. To do the temperature check. What's it read?
Like 130.
130, got a ways to go.
It cooled off. It's cooled off now.
That's high enough temperature-wise?
I think
It was higher last night. It just cooled off now.
What do you lay it on?
I'm just going to cut it. We're going to put it into those pans, and then we're going to take it inside and shred it.
Okay.
Pans.
I remember their pump wasn't working about a week ago. I don't know if they notified or if they fixed it, but just a heads up. No traffic up here on me, short 901, hands up.
That's harsh.
The tip of the arrow shows where the Manvel grass strip is. Look at the weather. It never did come down and stayed good all day.
Man, this metal that I put in the grill is hot. What?
Who am I talking to?
Casey Carlson?
Casey?
Yes.
Where are you from, Casey?
Litchfield, North Dakota.
Litchfield. Okay,
Litchfield.
okay. Litchfield?
Yeah.
Are you in the UND program for free?
No, I'm not. I'm forensic science.
Okay. You're the one that's going to pull all the pork free like this?
Yes.
Have you tried it yet?
Yeah, I keep picking at it.
You keep testing it?
Yeah,
Okay,
we gotta
good.
make sure it's good.
Good for you. Hoping you get stuck in that soft ground over there.
Manvel traffic jam through Dakota burning runway 17, close traffic right pattern, Manvel. Manvel traffic, Sky 83, 5 code 3,
that one from? I talked to one of the guys
With the oil cap not on all the way, will it take off?
No, you'll lose all your oil.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
For whatever reason, the oil cap came off or was left off, and of course they pushed out some oil around the engine compartment, and they were trying to get it off with some paper towels. Well, it's just about time for the pulled pork and accessories to be served inside the hangar. So the pilots are gathering, and I think a few neighbors came over too. The word was out about the pulled pork.
Hey guys, we're supposed to smile. Well,
Getting that close up. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Look at the line. It gets even longer. I think the word is out because I didn't see that many pilots with their airplanes and their guests. So these people just came out of the woods because it's an annual event here and everybody knows how good the food is.
Thank God. Thank God I can go back and forth.
I see how it is. Man, this is the second time in a row that I've seen it.
Not my house either.
Oh, thanks.